Hello, hello, welcome on all. Looks like today I've got the sounds sorted, unlike Sunday where I didn't have any sound for sound of Spelljammer, and I didn't find out until I completed the adventure. But welcome one and all, we're back. So if I press this button here, hopefully the audience mix will kick in. So when we left you all last time, you had captured Varric Van Castle.
Van Kaskikin.
Van Kaskikin, who I do believe is related to the Van Kaskikin from Rise of the Rune Lords. Not that your characters would know that, of course.
And he had kind of more surrendered because he swears he didn't know anything about what those people were doing. So we told him we'd take him back and he could, we'd make sure they didn't just execute him out of hand and give him a fair hearing. But
indeed, and I do believe you gave him back his dagger as well.
Yeah, we gave him back. We gave him back all of his gear.
So I'll take it out the inventory then. You don't want the 20 magic items.
Well, Tavis would love to have them, but Gastus would, would let him have his stuff back. It does include the 20 damaging arrows. Yeah.
Is there anything special about this mithril ring that we should know, or we can find out?
It's expensive.
It is, wasn't it?
The mithril ring, no, that we found attached to the finger that had been dropped down the.
Ooh, yes, it's just worth a lot, isn't it? It's worth 500 gold. Yes, it's quite. Yeah. Right, so I better check and see what parcels. Here I'm taking off my party sheet then.
I can practice. There's some arrows there. I can practice my archery.
No. Apparently you're giving them back. 20 of those lovely magic arrows.
Damn it.
Oh. Like I said, Tavis would be more than happy to have them, but Gastus would say that if they belong to him, he should keep them. Anyone else is welcome to object,
Which, of course, they'll be promptly confiscated as soon as you hand him over and made possessions of the crown.
Well, that's
what if it's found innocent? He doesn't get them back.
Well, then he might, but by then they might have been used up. I mean, he probably stole them from the Royal Armoury anyway. But anyway, not to worry.
Do we get a chance?
Are we getting paid to help those people? To help the watch or whatever.
We are. The watcher should be giving us some money for it, and we need to go and report to the field marshal. I certainly want to point out to her that while he was doing the wrong thing, he was doing it for all the right reasons, and it seems that he has got contacts that can get, cattle and sheep into the city, either him or this lover of his, and maybe rather than trying him as a traitor, it would be a good idea to get him to go back and actually still run that place, giving out free meat, but officially as part of the watch, maybe with a demotion because he's been a naughty boy, and that would build goodwill for the watch. It would help people having food, and would be a suitable punishment for the guy that was doing the wrong thing, but for all the right reasons. But what do I know?
I read an essay a long time ago that was titled exactly that: doing the wrong thing for the right reasons.
You were getting paid for that, weren't you, as well?
We were, yes. Don't know what we were getting paid for. It was certainly some money.
Yes,
and I figured being on the side of the watch would help keep me out of trouble for my year of. I'm on leave. I took a sabbatical. That's it. I took a sabbatical after 3 months of school.
Yeah, 500 gold. 500 gold if you bring him alive, 250 gold if you bring him in dead. So this is where I'm going to regret being attached by a wire today. When I swing back to get something, I'm going to yank half my desk off. Yeah. Oh, I might, well, give it an hour and I might be able to swap headsets.
We're going to hear him going "Gurk" a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need to go. Welcome to the guard. Rewards missing.
Yeah, I mean, so he had, I genuinely believe he had nothing to do with it, and if that's not the case, they all came out of the wash anyway because we captured everybody else.
Yeah,
Knocked
we,
out.
everybody else was knocked out, so they're
So-
all being dragged back as well.
They can all go to court and argue it out amongst themselves.
Probably rounded up a wagon and loaded them onto that to haul them back.
Yep.
There we go.
You got a warehouse there, and that's where we were. So I'm sure your warehouse had wagons.
Oh, there probably is a wagon in it. I doubt there's any horses, but
Okay.
I probably ate them by now.
Well, actually, you drop him off, and basically, obviously, Field Marshal Cressida Croft knows where to reach you, and what I'm going to do is, unless anyone wants to keep the mithril ring, or anyone wants to hold on to the gold ingots, otherwise I'm just going to sell them all off.
I mean, I had to fish it out of there, and I had to actually use skill.
Is there any one of your characters that doesn't want to collect shiny things on them?
I think it's a gnome thing.
Yeah, well, no, gnomes, that's in the description in the book on the Galarian gnomes, it says they all have like a half a dozen pouches all over them. Did I get my ring? Oh, there it
no,
is.
looks like you did.
Yeah,
One for one and one for herself.
I thought I did. I thought I activated the ring.
Because a lot of the stuff that I collect is totally useless, but they have pouches full of bits and pieces that they find, and this might be useful someday.
Tender.
And Sas's got the mithril ring.
Oh, good. That's
Yeah,
right.
I got it. He must have
Obviously, that does give you a chance to go shopping if anyone wants to go shopping.
I don't have enough money for what I want to buy.
Right now, we're all pretty. I was a poor student.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I agree. As a party, as a whole, you've got a total of 2,664 gold between all of you. So yeah, I appreciate that you're not going shopping yet. That's fine. So
and then there's this inflation crap going on because of the unrest.
Yeah.
Well, indeed, yes. But as I say, I mean, obviously, a couple of days go by, which means everyone can remove any fatigue if they have it, restore power points to maximum if they need to.
Lovely.
And yeah, it's a couple of days later, when we rejoin our heroes, they will find them sitting again in a meeting with Field Marshal Cressida Cross, while Veric Van Kaskakin is behind bars awaiting trial for desertion. This time, however, when she is not alone. A handsome man sits in one of the chairs at a desk, and as the group enters, he rises and bows.
I'll bow back.
Vorka looks over his shoulder to see who walked in behind him.
I shall also share this. I shall also share the sound because she's got some speaking to do, and this one I don't believe has accompanying text.
There you are.
See if I can get a siren escape session going on.
Old friend, Bencarlo Oracini. Although he's always been an outspoken critic of the government,
I'm here but not
he
here
does so
quite.
because of his keen ear to the temperament and morale of his citizens. I value him as both a friend and advisor, something desperately needed in these dark times.
So very true. If Corvosa had more fine folk like you, we'd already be out of this mess. What I have heard has me quite impressed. It would be my honor if we could perhaps speak at length upon matters.
I missed the introduction at the beginning of that because
That's okay. That's fine. As I say, it's Rise of Bells, Vencarlo Orsini. I would like everyone to make common knowledge checks. It sounds like you get a +2 bonus.
I was
Just
going to
because
say,
you.
considering my background and the fact that I desperately wanted to go to his fencing academy but couldn't afford it, can I know him anyway? Or at least know of him?
Yeah. I think you don't need to roll because you obviously know who he is.
Yes.
God's sake. He joined just after I said, I'll share this outlink. And he says, share this outlink again. I must have just joined just before it appeared. There we go. Yeah.
So who is he?
Master Orsini.
Never heard of him.
I've lost my a character. Right, a character recognizes him as one of the most respected and renowned teachers of the honourable arts of fencing and swordplay. Ben Carlo's a charming man. He bows deeply as he's introduced, and in case you didn't hear it, obviously Cressida explains that although Vencarlo has been an outspoken critic of Corvosa's government, she's always valued him as a friend and advisor. And I didn't. Oh, missing text there. I'll have to fix that.
And Gastus is having a bit of a hero worship moment.
Okay. Actually, if you got your sound effects working, as you come in, Gastus, then if you're having a hero worship moment, you'll like this one. Then again, I'm afraid no text for this one, so you have to listen very carefully.
I don't have the Sirenscape session.
Good day to you, friend. I have heard from Cressida of your exploits. Skilled with sword and wit, eager with heart and hand.
I will try.
A fine combination, as if I were looking back through the years upon my own self.
You are too kind, Master Orsini. Far too kind.
Indeed, and again, he continues to speak to the rest of you in each turn, and he's obviously heard of some of your exploits. You're not sure if that's because Cressida's been filling him in or ever, but he's polite and complimentary to all of you, and congratulating you on your successes thus far. And he concludes noting that if Corvosa had more fine folk like you, they'd already be out of the mess they're currently in. But anyway, that as the conversation is light and entertaining and polite, the Cressida finally cuts in and cuts off Vencarlo.
As much as I would enjoy continuing the conversation, I fear we just don't have time. Vencarlo has learned something that could degrade into sanctions, embargoes, or even war against Cheliax if we don't act now. This problem is a man named Darvain Giosempre, an ambassador from Cheliax whose disdain for Corvosa is well documented, though he's taken great pleasure in what our city has to offer. Even before this recent unrest, this man was ready to recommend to his government a sanction on trade, or perhaps even an embargo. Vencarlo has learned through his own considerable sources that Ambassador Empre's actual goals are to undermine Corvosa's economy to the point where he can buy up a large portion of the city from desperate landholders. He plans to establish himself in a position of power here before advising the end of the sanctions with his allies in Cheliax. We can't let his bias or personal plans hurt Corvosa. Yet neither can we take drastic action. Not only would killing him be wrong, but it'd simply martyr him in Cheliax's eyes.
Yeah.
What do you have in mind then?
Well,
I imagine that you need people that are not officially connected with the Watch to act as your agents in this.
Indeed. She will then continue, hoping I'll get the right link here.
I'd like you to pay a visit to Eel's
Nope, that's not maybe that one. Let's try the other one first, sorry.
Fortunately,
Yeah, there we go.
the ambassador has his foibles. Again, Vencarlo has learned that Ambassador Empre has been making fairly regular visits to a place in Old Corvosa called Eel's End. This den of vice is run by a dangerous man named Devargo Barvasi, better known in Corvosa's alleys as the King of Spiders. I'd love to put Devargo out of business, but he pays his vice taxes regularly and never causes any problems. In fact, since he keeps his business constrained entirely within the 5 ships moored at Eel's End, he's actually one of the least of my worries. Truth be told, I can't decide whether Devargo is a sturge or a kraken. He seems like a blood-sucking pest most days. but sometimes I fear just far his tentacles have wormed their way into our great city. In this case, though, his insidious web stretching across Corvosa's underworld might be to our advantage.
How so?
As far as I can tell, this is where it gets interesting. As far as I can tell, the next paragraph I'm going to have to paraphrase because I don't believe Cressida's actually is able to speak about it because I'm very confused earlier here myself. So anyway, she goes on to point out that Devargo would never let someone he recognises as an ally of a god into Ill's End. But as you are not known to be allies of the god, your group's a different case.
I'd like you to pay a visit to Eel's End.
And I guess
secure
we're
an
all
audience
out,
with Devargo.
outcasted away.
Find out
Right.
what he knows about Empray. Get proof of any illicit goings-on the ambassador might be involved with, and bring that proof to me. I can use it to undermine any forthcoming attempts by him to get Cheliax to cut us off. Devargo might not be willing to part with his information easily. I'll supply you with some gold to bribe him, and whatever's left over you can keep for yourself. Remember, Devargo is dangerous, but so are you. If things get violent, I wouldn't mourn his passing.
There you go.
I see. I must admit, Field Marshal Croft, I appreciate your somewhat laissez-faire approach to lawkeeping within the city.
Well, indeed. Basically, she indicates that these are desperate times, and the last thing the city needs in this state of unrest is more trouble. Therefore, desperate times require desperate actions,
Well,
all in the service of the crown.
Eel's End is not far from the townhouse that we're staying in.
During the conversation, she places a bag, a small pouch, I should say, on the table. It clinks as it touches the tabletop.
For
All
once my problems may actually be an advantage, because earlier on this week I had a wanted posters put out for me because technically I'm supposed to be a murderer, but seeing as that issue's all been cleared up, people, I'd imagine the news has not got out yet, and people think that I'm still wanted. I couldn't possibly be a member of the guard.
Absolutely, Master Wildsoul.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
This is the case. She goes on to explain there's about 1,000 gold pieces in that pouch, and that's your funds for bribing Devargo with.
Are you sure that will be enough for? Well, as you've said, you're not sure if he's a sturge or a kraken. If he's a sturge, 1,000 might be plenty. If he's a kraken, it might take a little more to loosen his tentacles.
Ways of argument, do you think that was? Hint.
I think it was moderately persuasive.
I think it was moderately persuasive.
And I smile really sweetly as well.
She nods. She pauses, nods, reaches back into the drawer, opens up the pouch that's on the desk, and pours another 500 gold pieces into it from a second pouch.
Thank you kindly, Field Marshal.
But that sheet now have 15,000.
15,000?
1,500. 1,500 gold pieces.
Time to go shopping,
And his
baby.
eyes lit up. He thought he was going to be able to afford that finally. And,
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll
See,
put
that
that in the
sounds
party sheet. The
interesting, where it's
1,500 gold pieces and 22 silver, which it's 10 silver to gold, isn't it? So yeah, makes my life easier converting 2 of your gold into silver. So there we go. So you have in the party inventory your 1,500 gold piece bribe money.
Mm-hmm.
And no one's saying it, so I will let the pennies flow.
Hooray! I take it you need to find out what information Devargo has and bring it to you as swiftly as possible.
Indeed. I was just reading it there.
Well, then I imagine we had best depart. But before we do, Master Orsini, it has long been a wish of mine to train at your academy, and unfortunately, for various reasons, I've never had the funds to do so. But with my work with the guard, it seems I may perhaps be able to afford to take some lessons from you. Are you taking on students at the moment? He said.
Oh, I was just remembering us. There's a huge paragraph of text I forgot to read earlier. When I was fixing the module, and I forgot to read this. Hang on,
We can all just drift into a memory montage for a moment if you like. You can play it.
No. I'm not sure.
Even Rocky had the montage.
Yeah.
Say that. Okay. Things have been good. Some further facts. He attempted to. Okay. Yeah, actually, it doesn't actually say anything about it. I think with the uprisings and everything else, I at the moment, and make a common knowledge roll.
He's probably closed at the moment because he's in Old Town.
I think he's the easiest thing to say is he's. Okay, you got a 4.
He's up on Garrison Hill.
Indeed. You're not too up on the details of it, and you think it prudent not to question him about it. But fortunately, Gastus is the only one that remembers this, so he won't mention it out loud for any other people who have slightly more loose tongues and less moral standings to recall this. But you do recall hearing something about a scandal involving some of his students recently.
Oh. Well, I'm certainly not mention it publicly. Absolutely.
Indeed. Basically, as I say, as the Giancarlo sort of smiles, nods, and departs, leaving you to continue your journey to Eels. So, did we work out where Old Dock Eels End was? It was.
I've put an arrow to it.
Yes, I haven't got the bloody map open, have I? I keep forgetting. I should actually use. I should rather than having the wallpaper, I should actually have the map as. Do you know what I mean? The Eels End. The City of Corvosa map. As the wallpaper, if that makes sense. Map to Corvosa. Yeah, there's the arrow. It says 3, isn't it? Yes. Eels End, Old Corvosa. I know. I'm going to. If I do that. You see, the only problem with that is it's not as pretty and I lose the lovely wallpaper. But I suppose, actually, though, it's more practicable. I can zoom in and use it as a background map. So I'm going to use it. Does that change it for everyone, or does it only change it for me if I change the wallpaper?
Yeah, we've got the letters on it now.
Okay.
Is that a map that our figures are on? Because I haven't got a change background.
No, we're not on it.
No, I'm just thinking
my
ahead.
background's not got. My background's not changed.
It's the wallpaper we're looking at the minute.
You're still looking at the wallpaper, not the new map. Okay. That's why I wasn't sure. I was just curious. I've never tried it before, you see, which is not a problem because obviously if I share the map with you, I imagine it will still share as a map, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But I'm not going to share the map. Anyway, so a sprawl of light and sound marks the first pier of Old Corvosa. Or last, depending on which way you approach it, of course. Glowing lanterns in the shape of dream spiders and coiled eels hang from pilings or lampposts, flickering through all the hours of the night. During the day, Eels End is quieter, yet the place never truly sleeps, catering to the vices and base needs of Old Corvosa at all hours. The pier is 70 feet long, although its last 30 feet widens into a large square platform on the water. A ship and 4 smaller vessels are permanently moored to the pier. The ship is the Eel's End, a warship that serves as the stronghold of Varisia, and also the administrative centre of his entire operation. The 4 vessels are owned by various peddlers and captains. They pay regular rent for the honour of attaching to Eel's End. There we go. None of you are officially affiliated with the Corvosan God, the Hell Knight Order, or of the Nail, or the Sable Company, so you're okay. You don't have any problems. Well, you shouldn't have any problems, I should say. So let's have a map.
Oh, I want to swan in and buy myself a drink.
It's a map.
You'll sit on top of each other.
I wouldn't be up front.
Ow! Sorry, I reached out to grab my mouse and accidentally put my finger
Well,
in
that
my hot
depends.
tea.
If something's shiny, you probably will.
The most important question for me is, do I know where the bar is?
Well, I don't know about that. So, the sound of carousing booms and elegantly painted barges moored to this long pier. Large signs painted in several languages are nailed to pilings and hang from ropes slung between the barges. The closest barge to the east bears a sign that says the Twin Tigers. Take the tiger by the tail and try your luck. Opposite that, to the west, a boat sign says, Welcome to the Golden Hawk. No safer stay in Old Corvosa. Further to the southeast is the Dragon's Breath Corridor. Dream the dragon's dreams at affordable prices. While opposite that is the House of Cards. The caress of our lovely ladies will take you straight to heaven. Only the largest vessel, an old warship to the south, bears no signage at all. Short rope bridges or gangplanks provide access to the decks of these ships from the pier and from the decks of other ships.
Well, that'll be where the fellow we need to speak to is, but perhaps we should...
on the ship south, because it's not, it's not advertising anything, so...
Indeed, but perhaps we should attempt to enjoy ourselves a little first.
I can definitely go with that.
Before asking to see the management.
So you have the Golden Hawk.
Do any
Twin
of these
Tigers.
barges appear to have dancing going on in them?
The House of Clouds, and the Dragon's Breath Corridor. So Twin Tigers then. Twin Tigers is a gambling hall. Yep, dice clatter, cards are dealt, and yada yada yada. What we got for the Golden Hawk?
The Golden Hawk is one that has.
Reading it now. No safer place.
In Old Corvosa.
I think actually it's just basic. I think the Golden Hawk is somewhere where you crash out. Yeah, 4 silver pieces a night to stay at the Golden Hawk. And you've got the Dragon's Breath Corridor, which basically passing into the dreams of the dragons. That makes me suspect it's probably an opium den, isn't it? Pungent smoker sails the deck assails the nose below the deck. Yeah, I don't know what they actually called it, but yeah, it's sniffing the dragon, and that brings that last one is House of the Clouds. Oh yeah, I don't think any of them have dancing. Gastus is heading to the Gastus is heading to the boat with the young ladies on it.
Absolutely.
The scantily clad young ladies.
Did you answer me at any point? Did I miss that?
You missed that he said there was nowhere that has specific dancing, but there's obviously music playing somewhere.
Okay, well, I'll go towards the sound of the music. Which one's the music coming from?
The hills are alive.
Anyway, Volker's gone to the Golden Hawk.
Somebody's going to stab us in the back.
If you choose so. I'm your host for the night.
That's what Volker's told. So this ship has seen countless crude repairs. Its seaworthiness is dubious, but it is lashed to the as it is to the pier. It seems stable enough. The nameplate proclaims it to be the Golden Hawk. Oh yeah, Tuggins, a wall-eyed and patchy. A lisping gnome named Tuggins presides over the floating inn. Tuggins has a wall-eye, a patching beard, wears a crumpled hat, and he has an extensive collection of keys attached to his belt. Well, that was for Walker.
No, I went to the Twin Tigers.
No, you went to the Golden Hawk.
The closest barge to the east. Oh, I did go to the Golden Hawk. My mistake.
You meant to go to the Twin Tigers, but you didn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my motto.
Walker legs it.
Because for all us little people have got.
He knows with disappeared in the middle of a sentence.
Mm.
She did, didn't she? All these little people and that was the last we heard.
Is that in some places we're perfectly welcome and people seem to appreciate us, and other places not so much. Did I lose sound?
Well, considering that it was a little person that was talking to me, we probably would have been okay. But that's not the fun and adventure that Vorka was looking for. So
I'm also noticing that it seems I've missed.
I just want one that I'm not going to get in trouble in because I've got to,
I don't know about having fun. Like, that could just give you an opportunity for somebody to stab you in the back.
I can hear somebody snoring.
Yeah, it's probably because Walker's in the sleep barge.
Mm.
Okay, so two hut-like structures on top this barge, raucous laughter and periodic roars of victory coming from within. The Twin Tigers is a gambling hall. Inside each of the structures on the main deck, tables are packed with gamblers. Dice clatter, cards are dealt, wheels spin, and coins are plenty and jangle to the fickle whim of fate. Also, it would appear that this is that Knivesies is a popular favourite. This occasion.
Didn't Leah's fortune say something about a game of knives?
It did.
So Leah's supposed to play Knivesies?
That's Knivesies. Two contestants stand at opposite ends of a long wooden table. Their right hands are bound to their sides, belt pouches are fitted to their waists, and a dagger is stuck in the tabletop between them. The game begins after the count of 10, during which time observers can place bets by tossing gold pieces onto the table and standing at the end of the table where their chosen fighter stands. As the game begins... Yeah, obviously, as the game begins, you can choose to either fight, push, or distract opponent, or pick up gold. The game ends once a contestant is unconscious, dead, or knocked off the table, or as soon as no coins remain on the table, or as soon as any coin is knocked off the table. When the game ends, an unconscious, dead, or detabled contestant is automatically loses. Otherwise, the winner is the person with the most gold coins in the pouch. At the end of the game, all money is emptied back onto the table. Half is paid to the winner, while the remainder is split among those who stood at the winner's end of the table. That's how you play Knivesies.
Which barge is that on?
Twin Tigers.
The gambling hall.
Sorry, which one of the ones on the picture is that?
The top right.
I thought that was the sleep one that Vorka's on.
No, the Vorka started by going top left and realized he went wrong.
Volker's on the right.
Yes,
He moved.
He went to the
because
wrong
he
place
did.
and now he's gone
He
to the
legged it.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
I see. So it's this one. Thank you.
The guy was talking about going to sleep, and it's like, no, I'm not sleeping here. I'm not that crazy.
So Leah can go there to punch people for money.
I have to do. I've run out of space.
A dedicated GM would have made little labels before we even got to the game, but
Yeah, lazy GMs just kind of hope that we understand what he's talking about.
So, see, knifesies, right? What's wrong with
There you go. How's that?
grabbing 2 coins and throwing one on the floor?
Nothing.
Well, that ends nothing. That ends the game.
I know, but then you've got one coin and another person doesn't have any, so you've got more
Well-
coins than they have.
Well, you've got to do that before they grab 2 coins, haven't you?
Aye. I'm sure Leah would be fast enough.
I'm considering it.
are we allowed to use magic to grab the coins? Because I can use my, like I got the mithril ring.
Yeah, shenanigans.
Yes, I'm getting myself. That's okay. So yeah. Okay. It's fun.
Are you ready? I don't care. On
Yeah.
my count from 10, place your bets. 10.
Yeah. That's if we need it, but we don't. That's a very specific one, annoyingly.
I'm ready. I don't care.
I know, exactly. Okay, so that's the Twin Tigers. So if anyone wants to do some gambling in there, they most certainly can. The master of the Twin Tigers are 2 dark-skinned human brothers wrapped in red veils. Identifies them as Bolt Bunny.
And where I'm sitting, that looks like it says Twin Rickos.
As Walker and Leia walk in, you hear someone explaining, obviously to his friend who's obviously not been here before, about some of the niceties of the Twin Tigers. Apparently, brawlers and cheaters are typically thrown over on the side, and on lucky nights, those who are thrown overboard don't have to worry about jigsaw sharks.
Right. Cheaters will be fed to the sharks.
So what's Sassafras saying?
Did I lose sound?
No,
I
it's
was
mental.
wondering if I can be heard when I use my money.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm going to definitely put a couple gold down on Leia.
Well, it depends. Obviously, you could gamble. You could gamble in there if you want. There's all sorts of gambling games, and I can sit there and read up how the gambling skills works because I never get
The
it.
funny thing is, I'm not really that interested in the whole gambling, but the thing is, we had tarot cards still, and it definitely mentioned something about Lear and knifesies, and I'm thinking, what does that mean? And then suddenly we find ourselves in a place with knifesies. There's got to be is that just a coincidence or what?
But the fortune said that
Or is that fate? I don't know. How does tarot cards work?
you don't know. That's the fun
That's
of it,
what I
isn't
mean. I don't know. I don't know.
it? Forgotten where the hell it was.
Well, you enjoy your gambling. Gastus is off doing something else on a different boat for a while.
Okay. You're going off to Augustus is heading off to the House of Clouds, yeah?
I'm going off to the House of Clouds to
Single long
enjoy
structure
myself.
sits atop the main deck of this barge. The double doors always hang open to reveal a large room decorated with throw rugs, large pillows, and air filled with incense. Lit by paper red lanterns, the scent of aniseed, rose water, and cinnamon pours forth from the smoking bronze braziers on the silver stand, which are carved into the likeness of slit-eyed serpents and proud hunting birds. Several scantily clad men and women loiter around the barge's deck. Basically, it's 5 gold pieces for 15 minutes of low cost.
Well, I will wink at somebody, pay them their due, and Cade and Kylian would want nothing less from me. And when I've had my 15 minutes of low cost bliss, I shall go and find myself a drink, and I shall thank them for their time.
I can't remember what happened. I'm trying to remember what actually happens.
Must have been a good night then.
When it happens with the future.
Very good night.
Interpreting a spread, choosing.
Is the sound from
I can't remember what happens when your choosing card comes up.
Yeah, Sirenscape is just playing some gentle background music.
Wasn't there something about getting conviction?
Chosen. Each chapter of the book, one card from the choosing has a special significance that if that card was selected... That was it. Thank you. That's it. Basically, yes. If when choosing, yes, that's the one.
Come on, make a whole sentence with words that mean stuff.
No.
Make a half sentence with words that mean nothing.
Exactly. Thank you. Okay, so the chosen. So Edge of Anarchy. Yeah. So basically, okay, who had what? I'm only going to go one. I'm only going to go with anyone who's shut up. Okay. No, that hasn't happened yet. That has happened, but
something about a chase on the rooftop.
Not hasn't happened yet. Not hasn't happened yet. Leia and Vulcan.
Yeah, well, you see,
Okay.
the whole
So
thing about
basically speaking, basically all it is if you are the chosen during the part of the adventure. One of you's actually one of you was the chosen, but because you did actually have actually none of you got the peacock, so that's okay. I'll use that as a perfect example. None of you got dealt the peacock, therefore none of you were the chosen if you entered combat with Veric Van Kaskakin. But if you had, then you basically maintain your conviction without spending pennies.
Right. Okay.
So this means Leia can do as many rounds of knivesies as they want without needing to spend a penny to maintain conviction. Can win all of them. We're rich!
It just means that in the current chapter of the adventure we're in certain circumstances in the current chapter of the adventure of this current adventure, Leia is the chosen. Doesn't mean she has to play a game of knivesies, but obviously if she does enter knivesies, then obviously the indication is that she has the advantage if she wants to use a point of conviction. But it isn't just necessarily limited to knivesies. Something else that happens this chapter could also be the case. But if you don't spend the conviction, you'll never know.
I'm perfectly happy to do it because I don't use knives in my day-to-day. It's not that sensible to.
Yeah, but I'm just saying rush into it. You don't necessarily need to rush into it yet. It could well be that knivesies is a critical reason, that playing knivesies might be a critical thing, but you can do it if you want to anyway.
Well, I can wait around for now.
Really,
I'll watch for a while and see how it
Yeah.
goes. The night's young.
See,
indeed.
the thing is, it might not mean. See, I don't know. It might not actually mean playing knifesees. It's just that it could be hang about in the knifesees room and see something happens.
At the end of the day, the readings aren't necessarily guaranteed.
I know. So the funny thing is, I wouldn't care less about them, but you know, and I wouldn't care less about asking favors from gods and all that. But then here I am holding a duck, so weird stuff happens.
Well, having done my bit of carousing there, that was 5 gold pieces. I think if I come in here, I can waste another 30 buying a round of drinks for all of my newfound friends.
Okay, dokie. So, Leia, if you wish to enter into a game of knifeses, you most certainly can do so.
Sure.
But it doesn't actually give me any opponents.
Useful.
I know there's one opponent you can have, but I've met them yet, so. Okie dokie. Enough prep for today. I did lots of prep for the last. Wilson, Twin Tigers. Yeah. I can almost get the impression that it doesn't expect players to actually want to play a game of knifeses. Others, well, I could just pick an NPC at random, can't I? That's fine. Okay. You're going for a game of knifeses, are we?
Yep.
Right. Let's see if I've got any good sound effects other than the official one, which is a specific version. I didn't mean to click it. You would have thought that a 34-inch screen would be big enough for any of this, but no. Okay. Oh yeah, here we are. Knives is fight. Knives is fight. Knives is pain. Knives is twin time.
See, the funny thing about this, right? If Leah goes for the coins and stamps her foot at the same time, she could maybe get 2 coins and fling one off the table, or everybody might think that the stamping of the foot makes the coins fall off the table, when in fact it's a little naughty gnome that's doing it.
There we go. And play knivesies. Okay. Heavy intoxication. Right. Okay. Okie dokie. So the game starts at 10. So, okay. Leia obviously climbers up onto one end of the table. I'm going to put Walker on hold. I'm going to put Thaddeus on hold. That's on hold. I would imagine that there is absolutely nothing stopping you from interfering with a game magically, as long as you don't mind going for a swim with the sharks.
I already specified I'm going to sit out here on the docks.
No, I know. I'm just saying. Right.
She's sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the ship come in and watching him go out.
Watching the poo flow away because it's a sewer.
Yeah, I must
Okay.
admit, I'm
So-
going to be sitting with this, Frank, because I don't want to
The
go in this
game
one because-
begins after a count of 10, during which time observers may place bets by tossing gold pieces. Table. 26
Well,
gold.
like I said, I'm gonna throw 2 gold and then stand over behind Leia.
Okay, that's 28 gold then.
I'll pop down a couple of gold as well and stand behind Leia.
That's like 30 gold then. Okay, you can fight, push, or distract opponent, or pick up gold. I imagine picking up gold is an athletics check.
Yeah, pick up.
Okay. Your opponent gets to go first.
Okay.
Oh. Sure. I'll find a version. There's no rules on picking up the gold, is there? I mean, how much she grab? Well, you've only got one hand, haven't you?
Yeah.
Your right hand is bound to your side. You've got belt pouches for dear rest. There's a dagger stuck in the table between them. I'm going to make it based on athletics checks. Each success and raise picks up a gold piece.
And of course, you're using your left hand, so unless you're ambidextrous, you've got an offhand penalty.
Or doing
Well,
over.
left-handed.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not going to. I don't think for picking stuff up, but for anything else, yes, I agree. So
That's
that's
what you see things. You can only do one of them, so you can either grab the coins or grab the dagger.
Leia.
But I don't think Leia
Yes.
needs a dagger. You see the thing? That's the thing.
Knives. Yes, knivesies. And make it public.
Another
Leia.
thing about Leia is if she
Thanks.
doesn't get the
Leia,
dagger,
please.
she's at no disadvantage either.
Okay,
Damn it.
Leia, over to you. Your
Yeah,
opponent.
athletics.
I'm going to roll a critical fail means knocks a coin off the table.
Right, what did my opponent do? Sorry.
Grabbed a coin
Grabbed a
off the
coin.
table and popped it in his pouch. It's the fact I shared it,
Okay.
so hopefully you can all see what's going on.
Ah, that's appeared now. Lovely. Thank you. Alrighty. I'll grab a coin too then.
Well, see, if you knock him off the table, he loses automatically.
Indeed, yes. But he's obviously holding back slightly at the moment. That might change.
You know,
Oh,
that fella is rather ugly, isn't he, Master Vorka? I mean, look at him. A face even a mother wouldn't love.
He's going, okay, new round. He goes again first.
There's also the fact that if you just punch him in the face and knock him out, then you win.
You know, if Leia were to punch that fellow in the face, it might actually improve his looks. What do you think?
Yeah.
I mean, looking at him, I think his nose has been broken several times. Another one might even straighten it out.
I think he plays this a lot.
Grabbed a second. He grabbed a second gold piece.
He's definitely been hit a bunch. So he must play this a bunch.
Oh,
2 gold pieces apiece. New round. Oh, he got the Joker. Okay, here we go. So he basically he comes in low and fast, grabs for a gold coin, a pile of gold coins on the table,
Gets 3. Ooh.
picking up 3 gold coins, and then for his second action, he shuts shoulder barges into Leia.
He's certainly well practiced.
So I'm going to treat it. He basically attempts to push you off the table, Leia. You can use strength or athletics to resist. Beat a 5
I
or
am
be pushed off the
studying
table. Don't forget, knivesies.
Yes,
Hint, hint.
I will do that. But right
Yes.
now, there you go.
Okay, okay. He basically he staggers as you basically don't move, and he looks at you wide-eyed in shock. Over to you.
I smile, showing predator's teeth.
You're determined not to, yet by spending conviction. You're determined. At that point you've decided it's time to win, haven't you?
I am going to grab a pile of coins myself, and then I am going to swipe him off if I can.
Yeah, go for it.
How did he miss her? What was that?
He didn't miss me.
Is that
He
one of those
shoulder
bends-
barged Leia, and Leia just
I
didn't
know,
move.
but I just don't understand how the bend in the it's that one of those reefs in the wind type maneuvers. I mean, how do you? I tried that.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, sorry.
Coin grabbing 8.
8. That gets you 4 coins.
And then, do you want me to do fighting for the other one?
Actually, it won't grab you 4 coins if you're multitasking.
Good point.
It'll only get you 1 coin instead of 2.
But it doesn't matter how many coins you've got in your pocket. If you knock him off the table, you get all the coins. You get half the total coins anyway.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
And yes. Otherwise, the winner's the person with the most gold. Yeah, if no one's knocked, when the game ends, unconscious, dead, or detabled opponent automatically loses. Yes, so it doesn't matter if he's got more coins than you. If you can get him off the table, you automatically win.
All right.
But then you've just spent your conviction. Do you want to let it go a little longer?
Yeah, okay, let's let it go a little longer then.
Okay, next round. Let's see what happens. He's always beating you. Okay, he's a bit concerned. He's thinking that maybe now you're obviously a problem. So what he now does is basically he feints to the left, feints to the right, and then basically makes as if he's going to throw a coin at you. Then smiles and then just shout. Basically, comes right up close to your face and shouts, "Boo!" I think a 4 is quite easy for you to beat with your spirit as he attempts to intimidate you.
Does anybody have a breath mint for this chump?
Your conviction is not about to expire. You automatically maintain it for free.
Just change it to 99.
Good call. I like it. It's your turn, Leia.
Well, let's see how many coins I can grab in one go, shall we?
11. 2. Puts you in the lead. He's starting to look a bit concerned here. He can't push you off the table, and you're getting faster at grabbing. He beats you on cards every time. Okay, he's in desperation. He's going to go all out. Grab some coins. Getting 2. 13 coins collected out of a total of 30.
It would be terribly inconvenient if that poor fellow were to slip over, wouldn't it?
It would certainly make an end to the game.
It would. We must make sure nobody spills their drink on the table at his feet. That would be very, very upsetting for the whole situation.
Or slides coins under his feet. Do you know how slippery coins are if you step on them? They're not meant to be walked on.
I don't know. I think the cat's playing with its foot.
Yeah, Leia maintains the lead with 8 of the coins off the table. And she goes first!
Come on, with that conviction, you got to Benny at least once. Come on. No, well, that one's fine. You got 2, but I mean...
17 out of 30 coins in total. Okay, right, he's getting very desperate. He's basically he's foregoing grabbing coins and going all out to push Leia off the table. He'll still go with the 6. Your choice of strength or athletics to avoid. Obviously, strength is brute force resisting it. Athletics is just sidestepping.
That's enough, isn't it?
Beat him, don't you?
No, I'm the defender.
The target number is 6.
A 6 or better works, doesn't it? Yeah. That's fine. I'm being stupid. Okie dokie. New round. And Leia's first. The Ace of Hearts. And your opponent's down to his last penny.
Go on, I'll Benny that one. Mind you, it's a 9.
That gets you to 12. It gets you to 12 of the 30 total.
If I get 2 raises, do I get more coins?
Yeah, you get 1 coin for each raise.
You crit fail, a coin gets knocked on the floor, and you'll still win, won't you? Because it's not about knocking a coin onto the floor.
Well, it didn't really make any difference then. Got me 1 better for that.
12, that gets you 12 coins. Here's 7. So again, his only hope is to obviously push you off the table. So at this point, he does make a dive for the knife and comes swinging at you. It's called knives, so I think you have to use the knife, unfortunately, rather than your claws. I suspect.
I'm sure you can punch people though.
I'm sure you can punch people. Yes.
But unarmed defender doesn't kick in because he's going to be worried about the dew claw.
I know. Leia has a parry of 6, although I don't know why. Oh, because I rolled fighting, not an actual attack with a knife. But that does hit. Let me get to items. I need to find a dagger and give him a dagger. So a 7 would hit Leia. And then he's the knife slash upon Leia shakes Leia.
Oh dear.
I think he's getting desperate.
I think he's going to regret that, you know.
And Leia's first, and Leia unshakes automatically. Of course, Leia can punch. Yes, she's a monk.
I think I need to disarm him of that knife.
Okay.
I think that if I sever the tendons of his wrist with my claws, that should disarm him of the knife.
You can't. It's called knives. There's only one knife. I think the idea. I'm ruling you either have to use the knife or fist. Claws would be deemed cheating.
Really?
Yes.
That's rather.
Yeah, I mean, she could do one of those nerve pinch malarkeys, whatever, you know.
Yeah. Oh, there's all sorts of things you can do. It's called knives, and there's one knife. So the idea is there is the one knife. So if you don't have the knife, then you have to basically resort to unarmed combat, don't you? The fact you're
you're a monk. You can still punch him. It's just a matter of now that he has the knife, you have a legitimate reason to punch him.
Exactly.
I thought I had seen Lear doing stupid things like punching bricks and stuff.
All right. Well, I've still got the stunning fist power, so yeah, sure.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm not ruling you. I'm not saying you can't use any of your monkish abilities. It's just your claws aren't allowed in a game of knives. This is all I'm saying.
Fine. Then I want to punch him in a place that will make him drop the knife. Hit a nerve cluster of some sort.
Okay. For some reason, I didn't think of a nerve cluster. I was thinking somewhere lower.
There are plenty of nerves there, and they're in a cluster.
Indeed.
That is true.
Your characters attempt to make opponent drop a weapon or other by making an attack against the limb or hand. If the attacker hits a weapon, the attacker rolls damage normally for the items. Defender. If the attacker targets hand or limb, shakes or wounds him, he must make a strength roll -2. If it hits his limb, or -4 if it hits his hand. Failure means he drops whatever's in that hand. So basically, you're doing a cooled shot to the. You can either do a cooled shot to the arm -2, cooled shot to the hand -4.
Cool shot to the hand, wild attack.
And then he has the same penalty to keep hold of the weapon.
Basically, yeah. Okay. I'm
still be shaking. You can still take damage.
Do you want me to still roll my claws attack for the attack? So
oh yes, yeah. Still roll your claws attack. Don't worry about that. I mean, yeah. So all we need to do is I'll just give you a
hit with the raise and then roll the damage to see what his target number is to keep hold of it.
There you go. I've just given you a fist attack.
You always use that one for the damage, yes?
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so sorry, I forgot to target him. So you hit with a raise, so let's give you the
D10 extra damage.
That's a D10 extra damage.
Yeah, roll your D10 extra damage.
Well, a possible stun as well.
So that makes 14 points of damage. Well, be my guest if you want. That's a wound, by the way. It's actually a wound because I hadn't added 3 on when I dragged it in.
Oh, in that case, I'm not that bothered. That will also.
You can either make him distracted or vulnerable, can't you?
I'll make him vulnerable.
distracted, he'll have an additional -2 on his roll.
Yeah, but I've done a multi-action. So he's not going next, I am.
Vulnerable it is. So, only question I have to ask is,
Now he makes a strength roll.
yeah, but I don't think this is a wounding attack, is it? I think it is
No,
literally.
it's to make him drop the knife.
Yeah, no.
That's
What
why
I'm saying
did
is,
it.
I don't think because you've got the wound. I don't think he takes a wound because it's a disarming attack, isn't it? Is what I'm trying to say. He
I
has to
agree.
make. He has to make his strength check at -4 because you attacked his hand.
Against a target number 14 or drop the knife.
Yes. Oh,
It came close.
he did come close. He got an 11, which is a 7 after the modifier. Okay, so he drops the knife. It lands on the table again, allowing you to do your second action.
Grab the knife and attack him with it.
Go for it. Hang on a second.
Are you giving me a knife attack now?
I am. Aren't I nice?
You are.
Dagger knife. There you go. You have a dagger knife. It should be on your combat tab. It also targets your opponent. There you go. You're targeted. Your opponent is targeted. That's a hit with a raise.
Excellent stuff. Will that automatically give me the D10 while raised?
You don't get the T10 while with a knife.
Oh yeah, good point, because it's armed, not unarmed. Never mind, it's not like I need it.
Actually, no. He's still standing. He's still standing with all 3 wounds.
Tell me, I got a crowd reaction for that at least.
Oh, you certainly would have got a cheer, most certainly. What I was looking for. That's it. Okay. He is going to have to fight you back now. Unarmed defender, I think it's might wait. You're armed, he isn't, so that's a penalty to attack, isn't it? -1?
No, you don't get a penalty to attack anymore. It's he's an unarmed defender, which would actually give Leah a +2 to hit him.
That's it. Yes, that's it. Okay, so I'm just going to do a straight. I'm going to use the dagger knife just because it gets funny if you roll skills. He misses. I think it's.
You see, I think his first mistake was getting up on the table. His second mistake was picking up the knife.
During the whole -5 thing. So he swings a wild punch while bleeding profusely and then fails miserably to grab any coins off the table. Over to you.
I think I'm going to say, I think what you meant to do was this. Put the knife between my teeth, pick up some coins, put them in my pouch. Oh my god, those dice are cool. Sorry.
They're the claw version of the blood splats I'm using.
I might have
yeah, actually, let's face it, you want the claw dice, Leia.
Yeah, I do.
Don't forget to click on my affiliate link when you buy them.
You have an affiliate? How do I do that?
It's on the stream.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
That's okay. No. I forgot about the claw option would make perfect sense for Leia.
It really would. Right. So, yeah. I guess that would be a multi-action taunt and grab. Not that I have taunt, so it's unskilled. I don't expect the taunt to do a great deal. Oh, but it might. Okay, there's the taunt then.
Creative combat.
Mm. That's ridiculous. There you go. That makes it look nice and pretty. Did it not?
Yeah, that did not work. Hang on. Oh, right, hang on.
It didn't do the creative combat automatically, like it should. What it should have auto done.
I thought.
That was a that you just gave me was a. Oh, hang on. No, wait. That
Don't
might
worry. Don't worry about that.
It's a web link to buy the dice.
Yeah, that's good. It's just that it said, "Are you sure you want to leave YouTube?" and it confused the shit out of me.
Yeah. What? Oh, yeah. Probably because I took it from YouTube. That's probably the problem. Okay.
It's all right. I'm in it now.
Don't worry.
there.
Don't worry. Yeah. Sorry. Right. I'm trying to find the creative combat is set to on. I don't know what's going on there. So where's the creative combat table? Everyone might as well, if it's not going to run automatic tables. My tables button's not doing anything. Weird. I think decked out cause. I am going to share the creative combat table with everyone so you can add it as a
It's
shortcut.
always shaking.
Oh, did it roll it automatically?
No.
It's double whammied
There you
it.
go. No, take your double whammy. There you go. Distracted and vulnerable.
Distracted and vulnerable. Yep.
And then I'll pick up some coins.
Okie dokie. Right, new round. He's going first. I really want it.
And Leia's got 2 more coins, so Leia's got 14. If Leia picks up 2 more,
Can't
short
win.
of picking them out of her pouch, she can't win.
Yeah. In desperation, he's going to try and grab some coins and pick up solitary 1.
Yeah, if she picks up 2 coins, it's all over.
Indeed. Pick up 2 coins, you've won. And this, I mean, obviously he'll have to make an attempt to steal coins out of your pouch, but
Well, we'll have to do something to kick her off the table. He's a headbutt her off the table.
Yes, look at it. The punters are invading the bar. They think it's all over. It is now.
Come on. No cheer. Oh, you know why? Yeah. It's saying explain, but I can't hear it. Oh, I know why.
Cheering.
I can't. But then I can't hear anything.
Oh, that's awfully noisy.
Yeah, sorry about that. I tell you what happened is I'd obviously muted. I pressed a button to mute my sound. Well, at that point, he is going to throw in the towel and concede. Therefore, end result is Leia wins 15 gold pieces.
Did anybody else back Leia, or was it just Vorka and me?
I'm going to say that because it's easier that way. There were 3 people at your end of the table. That way you both get 5 each, don't you?
We get 5 each, yeah.
Yeah, it's the easiest way of doing it. Do you want to both give yourselves an extra 5 gold pieces? Leia wins Knivesies!
Yay.
Woohoo!
Well
Right.
done, Mrs. Leia. Very impressive.
And
Right.
then when Sassafras hears the cheering, she goes wandering in to see what's going on.
I think you've possibly sort of successfully snuck into.
Now all we need to do is find this Tavago fella.
I just sat on the door frame.
Well, I was kind of hoping that a big win like that would maybe like draw his attention.
Possibly. It depends on whether that poor fella there is one of his men or just someone that's here.
Whoever the opponent limps off and wanders off down the pier back towards Old Cold. Obviously, Eel's End is the last boat at the end, of course.
Of course, Leah could stand there on the table and go, "Okay, who's next? See if anybody else will take."
Good, but it seems like an awful lot of effort for a very small amount of gold.
It does, doesn't it? Well, it was a bad roll, a 4 and 2 1s. But anyway, are you heading over to the Eel's End?
I
Which
think
one's
that's
that?
Yeah,
big
I
ship.
think we may need to at this point.
Yeah, sure.
The large ship tied off the pier's end. Right, let's lose that. Go that. The large ship tied off to the pier bears the name Eel's End. Its figurehead is a coiling eel with a woman's head, and someone just dropped. Several
Me on
drunkards.
purpose.
Okay, several drunken sailors and revelers dance and drink at a large. Oh, you got the dice.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't mind. Revelers dance. Sorry, revelers dance and drink on the open main deck. But obviously,
Well, that's where I'm going now. What's
and drink on the open main deck. While the aft deck is relatively clear. A large pair of double doors bearing complex painting of a spider allows entrance into the stern section of the main deck, which is interesting because I don't see any double doors on this map.
No,
that's not. Why would the description match the map? That would just make things too easy.
It would, wouldn't it?
Right, the stern section of the main deck. So the double doors will actually be there because you've got stairs that go up to the upper deck. We're on the main deck, so that will take us in underneath the main deck there.
I agree. It's just like
deck,
it's just like the map doesn't look anything like the description. It's very frustrating.
Oh well.
Okay.
Well, if he's going to be anywhere, that's where he's going to be. So let's head up to those double doors. I shall swagger up there, and if my encounter from earlier is out on the deck of the clouds, I shall blow them a kiss as I walk past.
Cover maintained. You know, at least we didn't turn up and go straight in there. We've actually, done stuff. Blended in.
I cancelled your move because I had to pop the guards up. Yeah, pop people there first. They watch you as you approach. Basically, as you approach the doors, they put their hands up as if to stop you advancing any further. And obviously, as you say that, one of them goes, "Unless you're expected, King of Spider has no interest in visitors."
Are you sure he doesn't want to speak with the people that killed Gadrin Lamb?
And we brought money.
You're new to this, aren't you, Walker? I guess Gustus says out the corner of his mouth.
Well, I always heard that money.
If he's not expecting you, he has no interest in visitors. He was just hitting Lucky.
My cat is on the combat tracker.
Oh, as I say, I'm sure he will be expecting us.
No. You just need to. I don't think you're understanding that. I wouldn't expect you to, mate. I don't think you'll expect. Put your teeth in. You're not sure that the guards will be sort of capable of acting on independent thought. So I will repeat what the guard said. Unless you're expected, the King of Spiders has no interest in visitors.
You know, I'm going to reach up and caress his cheek with my thumb and say, "My dear boy, I'm always expected. Now run along and open the door."
Make a persuasion check. A persuasion check convinces them that you are expected. An intimidation check works as well, but the guards accompany you. Okay, that means they let you through the doors.
I will stand to one side and let my compatriots go in first.
I'm missing a map.
I got a feeling we're going to be on a different map.
No. I don't think so. I think it's a case of the map you can see. Oh no, of course I'm not. I've zoomed in. I'm an idiot. Yes.
Well, you said it.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, we're all sitting here biting our tongues.
So Earl's End off view takes you, in. Okay. This is going to be one of those situations where there isn't enough room for the whole party to fit.
Well, since Sassafras is just a student, she'll wait outside.
You're going to keep these fine gentlemen company, are you, Mr. Sassafras? Well,
I'll just keep an eye on things out
Five.
here.
Yes. There we go. That's probably the easiest way to do that. And then I'll go that way. If I go distinct clan view, did that jump you to the right section of the map?
well,
yes, it did.
Go through,
I think so.
go through the door.
Yeah.
Awful. It's a window. Okay. Oh, I know what's missing. Oh no, I don't. Yes, actually, I do know what's missing. Where are we? We're in C07. Right. Sorry, I did try to accept someone's move, but I think I accidentally get cancelled by mistake, and also they got clipped by the door. Do something to. I did everything I needed to do today except read today's adventure. I'm most embarrassed.
Don't say that. Just no. That's not what happened. There was a hamster attacked the window, and you had to defend it.
Indeed.
Defend the window.
Defend the window, obviously, from the
So
hamsters.
this large room, once a captain's cabin, has been.
Seen those hamsters?
Actually, I do think the description's wrong. You're on the you're at the very top deck now. So yeah, the map was wrong. But anyway, because it's pointing you at the you're looking at that map. You're at the stern of the ship. So good old Paizo maps. Anyway,
So if we examine it, I guess we're giving it a stern look.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
And we're now here to give DeVargo a stern talking to.
So this large room was once a captain's cabin. It's been converted into a throne room of sorts. The walls are thick with spiders' web, in which scuttles dozens of spiders, some as large as a fist, but most considerably smaller. These spiders seem content to stay on their webs and do not venture into the room, which is furnished with two sturdy oaken tables surrounded by chairs. Yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Aft, a wooden stage supports a large chair covered with cobwebs and scampering spiders. A narrow door stands to port, hanging ajar, revealing a flight of stairs leading below. There's obviously that door there, so I'd better make it ajar. An iron bird cage hangs from the ceiling like a chandelier. Okay. Oh, that was the first indication getting wrapped around the wires. Change headsets, I think. Probably go
By
wireless
this
now.
time, Sassafras has made her way to the door because she don't want to get too far from the others.
Right. Oh,
Well, just in
see if
case you're
this
wondering,
works.
just in
Okay,
case you're
what I
wondering,
need to do now
nobody
is I
is
need to go
hiding in the
into
shadows.
here, and I need to change my headphones from those to those, and I can hear. Hurrah! And now I'm not. I just got caught up on the wires. That's good enough reason for me to go back to wireless. Huzzah! Okay, this is so much more. Okay. I assume it works. So I can.
Yeah, we can hear.
Well, no, the mic's completely dedicated. Okay. Okay. Okay, so basically, I need. Why the hell is that not? Oh, because that's the description. There's the stats. Ah, there we go.
Good evening, Master Divago, I will say to the man who's pretty much guaranteed to be sat on that throne.
Pretty much guaranteed, yes. Be him.
Oh, he's got a pet dragon.
Okay, I'm not. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, so this room is the throne room of Devago Bravasi, a self-styled king of spiders. He's a tall, muscular man with a shaggy black hair and fierce glare. He accents his black leather armor with steel spider-shaped shoulder baldric and a thick chain crisscrossing his chest, linked together in the shape of a spider. He appears to be wearing gauntlets fixed with blades over the knuckles. They glisten. Now and then, spiders clamber over his skin, and he appears to take no notice.
Ew.
Oh, he is known as the king of spiders.
Indeed. So, yeah. Tavana's versus midnight. Anyway, he's okay. That's what I needed. I thought they were, so read those in. As you enter, because you obviously, you're not obviously you just barge in. The guards just open the door, implying you're expected. So as you barge in, Devago is obviously appears to be interviewing some hopeful, potentially employees. Yep. They're seated at They're seated at the tables, enjoying a sumptuous meal, which means I need to move them around a bit. I need to move these two on chairs, don't I? Like so. And he can go there, and there we are. So they're seated at the tables, enjoying sumptuous meals. Okay. And a sumptuous meal and loud storytelling. Steel bird cage that hangs from the ceiling holds basically a house drake. In fact, actually, as you walk in, Devago seems to be poking it and laughing. The house drake is obviously not enjoying it.
I don't think it likes that.
As you walk in.
So, what brings you to my humble establishment?
He turns to you and asks, what brings you to his humble establishment, apparently?
Information that I believe you have and we need. And information that it would actually behoove you well to hand to us.
I'm intrigued. This is why I wanted to try these out.
Visiting you in the Eel's End? Yes, I normally visit one of your ladies on the clouds. You're not really my type.
Well then, I do indeed have what you seek. Kept below.
Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted. No. Well, possibly. Not from here, no. The mechanisms from behind. But anyway, so I'm not going to worry too much about those because I remember thinking about this bit and I'm thinking it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible because they don't name him in any way that makes it any sense. And I was thinking about how to make notes, and this is why I meant to play them all to remind myself. So basically, he smiles when he say about information. He says information is a commodity, which I think is this one actually. So let's try it.
Is this your first time doing this sort of thing? Certainly
I'm getting
seems
nothing.
like
Can
it.
you reshare the link,
Let
please?
me give you a little advice. Information is a commodity, and my time and resources are
Information is a commodity.
Yes, and his time and resources are important. So he basically looks at all of you. Well, basically he states so. It suggests that one of you step forward and plead your case.
Unless anybody else does, and I have a feeling nobody else is going to.
Yeah, Vorka very pointedly looks at you.
Okay, I will step forward to there then.
I think Soundscape has got a significant amount of bugs.
You are
and some
correct.
serious lag today.
Information is very much a commodity, and therefore it's something that can be traded. We too
Excuse
have
me,
some information.
come on, I need a stealth check from Sassafras, please.
Go on.
Are you happy with a 5?
I'll Benny one time.
Okay.
Since I got. Yeah, I'm happy with a 5.
Intrigue.
Devargo looks down at you, Sassafras, as you're sneaking under the cable, goes, no one's back where you go, little one. I'm talking to the human.
Next to the human and say, but this human's my friend and I gotta stay by him because I protect him.
Please excuse my diminutive friend, I will say. She has told me many times she is but a student and is here to learn. Now, where were we? Yes, information is a commodity, and is therefore something that can be traded. You have some information that may be of use to my companions and I, and in return we may be able to...
Everyone but Gastus gets to make a notice check.
Do I not get to make a notice check for that pit that you've just moved me into where I wasn't standing before?
Yeah, it's not actually meant to be a pit. It's meant to be just there.
Wait, somebody's got some nasty dice there.
Well, they started well.
Just move me back forwards again, Kev.
Because he indicates to stand there. Yeah, there you go. And it shouldn't be closed. That's okay. The whole point. Yeah, the point.
Because yeah, when you moved me forward, the lighting changed dramatically. It's like, I'm standing in a pit then.
Yeah, well, yeah. The point being is, anyone who does notice, he does appear to be standing over a trapdoor. The point is, you're distracted because you're looking up as you know what I mean. The point I was trying to.
Yeah.
So I need to work out how to make.
Walking in and say, it looks like you're standing over a pit, Gastius.
Fair enough. Okay, basic social conflicts. So I'm just trying to get my head around this one. So in order to convince Devargo to hand over the evidence, the heroes need to complete a social conflict. Note that even after the social conflict, there are some actions you can take to improve your standing with the King of Spiders. Okay. Devargo asks one of the heroes to step forward and plead their case so he can stand atop the hidden trapdoor. Though all heroes can participate if you want to. I have indeed. And I have indeed.
Oh, go ahead and finish your explanation. You can
No, it's okay. No, it's okay. I'm just going to do that. It makes my life easier. Where were we? So, all others can step forward if you wish to plead the case as well, obviously. So, social conflict, broken down into 3 rounds of conversation, each focusing on a particular point of view. Yes, no, as in you need to use the dispels. You need to use dispel to dispel the magical lock. Otherwise, you can't open it. There's a spell called lock. It is magically locked. Is what I was trying to say. Now, where was I? Conflicts will be broken down into 3 rounds of conversation, each focusing on a particular point or highly connected points. During each round, you roleplay your character's argument, makes a persuasion roll opposed by the spirit of whoever's trying to convince the rival. See, that is interesting because so yeah, each success and raise grants you an influence token. Okay, so he gets to resist your attempt to impress him. Okay, fair enough. I would have done it, but that's fair enough. If that's how they're going to do it, okay. Let's have your first round of argument, Gastus.
We are in need of certain information regarding the Chelish ambassador. Information that it has come to our attention that you have. It would be very useful for us to be able to persuade him that certain actions might be detrimental to his social well-being. If we can do this, this will also prevent him from taking other actions that would be, well, of great detriment to your personal business. There are certain things it seems that he is wanting to achieve, which, well, I certainly don't want them happening. And if he were to put embargoes on trade in and out from Cheliax, while that might increase the prices of certain of the items that you trade, having very few customers for 1 or 2 expensive items will not make you nearly as much money as having a large number of customers, particularly those trading that come in from Cheliax, for more moderately priced goods. It really does make sense for you to share the information with us for mutual future profit.
Very long 6 seconds, but go on then, make your persuasion check for your first round. you should have saved some of that, you know.
Maybe I should have done, but never mind. I was hoping somebody else was going to come in and give me support.
Step forward then. Make a case for why.
Oh, there we are. See, that's what I should have done there.
Over the trapdoor.
There's no choice. You have to stand over the trapdoor. Let's have your persuasion check.
I'll my best Benny that.
An 8. Okay, and apparently he gets to resist it with his spirit, which strikes me as a little harsh.
In social conflict, people only resist if they're trying to do a counter argument.
I agree. Yep, no, I agree. That's what I figured. Yes, no. In this case, it should be down to. Ignore that. You've got 2 tokens so far. 2. So obviously he likes that.
Well, if nobody else is going to step in and say anything.
It's not exactly my forte.
Now, you may or may not be aware that we are the group that removed one of your opponents within Corvosa. Gadrin Lamb will no longer be dealing in Shiva, which, well, I would never stoop to say that it is something you definitely deal in, but the King of Spiders surely must have something to do with the Dream Spiders, and Gadrin Lamb will no longer be a problem for you. After all, somebody selling an inferior product that matches one of your own, well, can't be good for your business, so it would appear we have already done you a favour, and hopefully you will be able to do us one in return.
Persuasive for you this time.
possibly not persuasive enough. I think I'm going to have to spend a penny on that as well.
It's just 3 tokens.
Yeah, I'm going to go with one more. Well, okay, 3 tokens it is.
Do with some help, couldn't you? Final round.
Okay. What?
Benny's slow. Sorry, boy, howdy. I didn't notice that. Thank you. 19 minutes ago.
I'm going to help in the only way I know how and can actually do. If I read this card right, oh, that's for combat. Read my card. Can I use that in this situation? It's not combat.
It's
but
social conflict, I suppose. So hang on, let's have a look at your card. Where's your card? Play to allow all heroes to exchange Benny's adventure cards to the end of this combat, or you can choose to discard this card or Benny's instead. I will allow that in the use in the social conflict.
That way we can feed him all the bennies he needs to win, right?
That's a good idea because
That's a good
I can't
idea.
see any way in which my character could support what he's
Together
doing.
to the end.
That's really weird.
You
know what's really weird? Sorry to cut across. This very self-same adventure deck works beautifully in the Spelljammer game. I don't know why it doesn't work for this game.
Well, that allows everybody to help him by, supplementing his bennies for as much as he needs.
Although people can exchange venture cards at any time anyway.
But the bennies, because when he needs to re-roll.
Yeah, but the thing is, the way I read that is you can exchange bennies and adventure cards, as in I'm going to hand in a benny and take an adventure card, because you can swap adventure cards with other players anyway.
Yeah, see, it is a weird one. Of course, I'd ask on the forums, but of course you can't anymore.
Because there are no forums anymore.
They closed them.
To allow all heroes, not just me.
I would just say keep it simple. Just say everybody's got common bond.
I wonder. Well, everyone's got common bond. I wonder if it means is you can give adventure cards to someone
and get a benny back instead of an adventure card.
Yes, or is it a case of you give someone an adventure card and they can play it even if they've used their limit up? Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. Maybe, yeah.
But I'm reading it says play to allow all heroes. That means this card applies to everybody sitting here. So
exchange bennies and adventure cards until the end of this combat.
It's an interesting. I don't.
Yeah, because you could exchange adventure cards anyway.
We can exchange adventure cards, but
yeah.
Yeah, but if it is the other way,
players may trade. Players may trade cards or play them for others as they. Oh no, I've played them for others unless the card says otherwise. It doesn't say they can't trade them.
Yeah, you can play, play a card for.
Yeah, no. I thought I'd got something there, but it doesn't make sense. I do not get it. I don't get that. I do not get that.
But it says bennies. But it says bennies as well. The adventure cards are not.
Yeah, the adventure cards is the bit that confuses me. Obviously, it means everyone's got common bond for the rest of this encounter.
Yeah, so
unless it means pay a benny to get another adventure card. Exchange a benny for an adventure card.
See, here's the thing. There's no rules for adventure cards because they break the rules. That's why they're there.
Well, my first reading of it, when I read through, is it meant that it would give everybody a common bond, and we could, if somebody needed bennies, we could.
I'll tell you what we could do is go upstairs chat. Chat, what do we do?
No one out there. Boy, Howdy popped in, said, give the cards, and I failed to admit it. I failed to...
I didn't really make much better, but...
I can distract them.
That's a +1 bonus to Gustus's next performance roll. They actually closed the forums. Or As in, are they gone? Gone? Or are they
They're
just...
not gone. They're
We
still
don't
there.
need-
They're just shutting them
But
down.
they are shutting because everybody's moving. But they want people to use Discord.
Yeah, but they don't have an official Discord.
Yes, but technically they do.
What? They
No, they
do, but
bloody
they don't.
don't.
Well,
The unofficial is their official.
Yes, exactly. That's the point I was trying to
You
make.
get
I don't care.
loads of official answers on there, so it's like a
And
yeah. It might as well be.
The staff are officers on that Discord, but if anyone
enough.
posts something naughty, they can't get done because they don't, as a company, they don't own it.
I see.
They're not liable.
Okay, rules questions. Let's have a look on there then. Together. What's it called? Till the end?
Together to the end.
Yeah, no one's
So
put anything. Anyway.
Leia's helping out. Is anybody else going to support me, or have I got what I'm getting?
Well, we can Benny
I
till
will
the
help you
cows
out.
come home.
How are you going to
but
provide support?
Support role would be good as well.
I'm behind you saying some prayers that make no difference to you.
Actually, it actually might. So
Could have chant some druid prayers.
Okay, so I will give you +1.
cool.
I will give you +2.
There you
Can't
go.
make
You're
that-
on the maximum +4 now.
You're on the maximum
I'm on
+4.
I'd like to point out, by the way, that the since we've been knocking about, the street value of that spider stuff has gone up. It
Yeah.
must have done because one supplier's been knocked out, and that's got to affect your bottom end.
Actually, I've just realised I missed Leia's performance roll. What do you cool dice look
I
like
gave
then?
him +1.
I just wanted to see Leia's new cool dice.
We're gonna go
Sorry.
for. I'm gonna try and
there you
go
go,
for
then.
12.
Oh yeah,
So
I like that.
That is a 12 because you get +1 support.
Yes.
22. 22 with +1 support.
Having all those
No,
bonus
the-
bennies.
No, the +4's already in there.
Yeah, the bonus is already in there.
All right.
Yeah. That's 5 successes. That will do. On to the 3 I already had. That's 8.
Which gets
I'll
you
take 8.
to 8. Oh my word, 8+. Okay. Well, that means basically I think half this dungeon doesn't happen. Okay, because you just took him from
Dungeon? We're on a boat.
Exactly. I think that you just took him from basically failing, well, impatience to just delight. Okay. Which would be, if the heroes reach this point, Vargo claps his hands in delight and thanks them for their generosity and entertainment. He calls for 4 of his enforcers to watch the heroes. Okay, so I think that would probably be...
You brought this on yourselves.
No, that's not that one then.
Put them in the river.
Kill them and dump them in the river. that would have been you failed. Sorry, I clicked the wrong one.
Oh, I see. It's a Sirenscape thing. I can't get that to work. It's refusing to do anything other than be a picture.
No, I know you got it. I know it was there. Information off.
Yeah, the comment was, you brought this on yourselves. Kill them and throw them in the river.
Ah.
It's brought me quite a bit of income, but
Yeah, I guess I'm glad I didn't hear that.
Ambassador will find a way to render it useless as
It's really
blackmail,
frustrating that
so
Sirenscape keeps not working,
suppose we can
especially
both
since
strike
I've
while the
subscribed
iron's
to it. And
I
I'm
give
paying
up.
now.
I give up. I'm not even going to bother playing it if everyone's going to talk over him.
I didn't know you were saying anything.
Yes.
That was the whole joke. That was the whole point of the joke. Anyway, I give up. He confides that he's learned a few. Okay. He asks you to wait while he gathers the information promised them. When he returns in a few minutes, he confides in the adventures. Oh, I've lost my train of thought now. When he invited the adventures, he learned of scandalous affair of Ambassador Empire was having with the wife of an important noble back in Chelax. I've probably got that. Scandalous letters. I'm not going to play it because half of you can't hear it, and then no one understands anyway. Apparently, the ambassador and this woman have been corresponding since Ambre was first stationed here in Corvosa. When Devargo heard these rumours, he paid the man a visit. Devargo attempted to befriend the ambassador, giving him a gift of several vials of shiver and proposing to open a line of trade with Chillax. The ambassador refused, and Devargo had Devargo escorted from his home. But Devargo pickpocketed the man's house key as he left, returned later that night to return the key and steal several of the ambassador's letters to his paramour. Devargo has been sending the letters back to the ambassador at the rate of one every few weeks, taking great delight in the man's discomfort when he visits Il's End to purchase one of them. The fact the ambassador hasn't gone to the Convosan Garden and is attempting to keep his reacquisition of the stolen letters as quiet as possible says plenty about how dangerous the contents would be to his coiffure. Devargo hands the last 2 letters over to your group with a smile, saying, "Pleasure doing business with you." Sort of makes a...
And you also.
Off you go, Jester. Okay. Yes, there's a whole dungeon under this boat and you don't get to do it because you've got 21. That's fine. It's the best way to do it. Okay, covered in derivatives. If the heroes... If the heroes reduce magic... So no, that's fine. You can also... Oh, yeah, actually, not that half of you can hear it, but if you ask about the House Drake, he would have... He'd say something.
House Drake? I'm grown a bit fond of him. Still, I could be convinced to part with him for a paltry sum of 5,000 gold.
There you go. I knew it was a ridiculous amount.
5,000 gold.
Yeah. But anyway, you have got the letters, so I just need to do this.
5,000 gold what?
Ooh, we get an advance.
To buy the house drake away from him.
Okay.
That he is mercilessly torturing.
You've got to come back and do that.
Is that our first advance, or have I missed one?
That's our second advance.
You missed one. Oh, you're on 2 advances.
Oh, so yeah, okay. There's the second one. Spirit plus 1D. All right, I did get 2 advances. Okay, excellent, brilliant, fantastic.
Okay,
marvellous,
right.
great.
Well, in that case, I shall remove NPCs because we don't need them. But I technically should make you go through the dungeon just to test it.
Ooh.
I just love the way we bypass half the stuff you spent immense amount of time building.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 locations you don't get to experience.
And then you don't get to test.
I don't get to test, but that's fine. I don't care anymore. Sassafras, I misread something earlier. I didn't think it was that much. I thought you could bargain your way out of it. So by all means, please try what you were trying earlier when I said it was magically locked. I was mistaken. So you can most certainly, as a leaving action, try what you were trying to try sneakily with your telekinesis. Are you?
Well, I can see this coming, right? So I'm going to trip over a chair leg and go, and everybody will look at me as I accidentally disturb somebody in his dinner. Don't want to pick a fight or anything.
That's better.
That's better. As you leave Il's End, you hear a cry of alarm and consternation from behind. It would appear.
Turn around and have a look.
Hang on a second. It would appear that basically there appears to be mist pouring out of the King of Spiders' cabin.
That can't be good.
And you can hear all sorts of consternation and shock in there, and then you see this a purple winged drake shoot out from the mist and into the darkness.
I wanted to free that Drake. I'd forgotten it was there. Damn
I
it.
think Sassras may have just done that.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Sassafras admits to nothing. She might have one word like atonement.
Yeah, but that's with Thaddeus rolled for athletics. I make a flap about not a bump into somebody and it almost starts an argument. And while you're all looking at me, miraculously the Drake escapes for no apparent reason whatsoever.
So, yeah, all good. So basically, what happened? Yeah. So once you get a few streets away, the Drake reappears in front of you.
Nice to see you freed.
Oh,
So
good evening, Master Drake.
So your story award. He bows formally in front of you, Sassafras, and offers to serve your character for 1 year out of gratitude.
1 year.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
Okay, well, it was kind of a tournament, but I could certainly use the help because I'm just a student, and these guys keep getting in fights.
Sure, blame us.
Right. I'm hoping I've just added Manjenko to your allies. Hoping you can open him. No, I'll cheat.
I'll find out. Yep, I got him.
Okie dokie. He also points out that he has countless of house Drake friends scattered throughout Corvosa, and you can always send him out to gather information if you need it. But it might take him some time to get the information. But he can talk to his friends and find things out.
Ooh,
Seems you're a very useful person to know.
So that's your story award for freeing him.
Cool.
Right.
Yeah, we can use all the friends we can get because, well, except for the drunk here and the really strange guy, I don't think any of us are native to Corvosa.
Okay, I need.
Excuse me, Mistress Teaberry, but who exactly are you accusing of being a drunkard?
I didn't name any names, but what they say about throwing a rock into a pack of dogs.
Well, there are only two of us here that are native Corvosans, myself and Master Wild Soul. And I would hardly describe myself as the strange fellow, and I will have you know that one thing I am never is drunk. Caden Carlian does not give us alcohol in order to make ourselves insensible. It can be used to enjoy oneself, but never, ever to become drunk.
Yeah, bringing that up.
That is an abuse of his bounty.
Can you explain to me that because gnomes, we don't really need like anything to help us enjoy life or experience, and humans seem to need that. I've always been kind of curious about that.
It isn't something that is needed.
Vorka is quietly over in the corner, kind of raising his hand.
Master Vorka?
I came from here too.
Apologies that I did not include you amongst the native Corvosians here. I will go over and pat him gently on the shoulder and say, I must admit you are a more upstanding member of the Corvosan citizenry than many I have met that have much greater stature than you.
It's okay. I'm used to being ignored.
Oh. I didn't mean you, JJ.
And given how much the gnomes love the goblins, Sassafras just shrugs and turns back to Majenka. Hey, can I ride you? Will you fly me around? I don't weigh that much.
Perhaps we should get these letters back to the Field Marshal.
Yes.
Snookums. Going back to Rise of the Rune Lords.
I didn't get a right answer about whether Majenko would let me ride him sometimes.
He's too small. He's too small.
He's as small as you are. He's probably smaller than you are.
Yeah. He's probably size -2 or -3.
I don't know. Maybe you should practice.
Aren't they the size of house cats?
House
House
cats
drakes are the size of -3. House drakes are the size of house cats. Snookums. We go back to Rise of the Rune Lords a sec. Snookums.
Yes.
Yes.
You played a druid, didn't you, to get Snookums?
I did, yes.
And you played a Beastmaster druid?
I did, yes.
Out of interest, because I can't work it out, how did you get Snookums? Because Beastmaster typically gives you a size 0, doesn't it?
Yeah, and Snookums was a large cat, which is size -1. Same as the dog is.
Thank
size
you.
-1.
That's absolutely fine. That's what I was checking. I was being stupid. Yes. That answers someone else's question who suddenly realised they don't have a house cat. It's my confusion.
He could have
size
a house.
-3 is the size of
Yeah,
the cat.
he could have a house cat.
Yes.
You can have
But-
up to that size. You can
have up to you can have a cat up to size 0. Thank you. That's why I was confused. Let me award Ben. Let me award everyone bennies. I need notice checks, please, from everyone as
cat needs to be
as
made
your
bigger then.
conversation continues. Yeah. If you want to make Cease bigger.
I'm too busy. Maybe I did notice.
He's busy having his feelings all butthurt because I said something that he just insulted him. Should I roll for Majenko too, because he keeps an eye out?
Yes, you certainly should.
Is it daylight?
It is.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay. Those that didn't fail their notice checks during the argument, you notice a rumbling, and then you also notice cracks appearing in the street and long fissures running along the bricks.
Majenko got rolled.
Can't be good.
Long fishes running along the bricks.
Fishers.
You
Oh, fishers. Sorry. Oh dear.
Aren't we all like near the boats or whatever? Hang on. Oh, that don't sound good.
It don't sound good at all. I'm just gonna put everyone on the combat tracker. I'm trying to find a pit token so I can.
Somebody said something, but I missed it.
He was coming and warned me. He got a 15.
That doesn't sound good, whatever it is. Let's get people away from these fishers.
Okay. Where are we? I think I clicked on the wrong thing there. I did. Rumblefish. The stench of sewer filth and garbage belches forth, heralding the approach of a loud and hungry creature.
So what is that? Is that a demon malarkey?
Oh, they're the things that live in the sewers to eat all the filth.
As it appears, one of its tentacles reaches out, grabs a shrieking teenager of indeterminate gender, because it doesn't really matter, and just basically swallows them whole.
Oh, bugger. Well, I'm going to have to do something about that. Can't be allowing that to happen.
That must be an aberration type malarkey.
It is indeed a natural. A large spherical body is dominated by a large toothy mouth. I'll show you the image, but the bloody shortcut didn't work.
Oh, we're there again.
It's the only street map I've got.
It's fine. It's got a cute cat.
Taking notes. Okay. Vorka gets to go first. What's Vorka going to do?
Vorka is going to multi-action.
Okay.
He will start praying, and very nice.
Oh, the image is image is missing. Really rather annoying. I'm going to have to find it now. That's rather nice indeed. Oops. No modules. I'll find
And that will
best
use
area.
all of my PowerPoints. And then I will step forward.
Ah! I will accept you move in a sec. I'm just...
Yeah, no, it's fine. This swirl of hearts appears around everybody.
You need dice that swirl hearts around them.
I know. I wish I could find something. The ones around Sassafras have little sad faces on them.
Okay. Go back to there. Go to campaign. Do it. Refresh tokens. Go create image record. Try because it's one that it's a JPEG, so it has all the backgrounds. But that's what's come out the ground.
Ew.
Yes.
That's a successful casting of Burst by the sound of things.
That'll work.
Very good. Fair enough. I'm going to do that. Okay. That gets us to Aki.
Ah. Only slightly edited cat that's still not finished. Is it? I've seen one of these before. Yeah, completely. I'm going to attempt to entangle it in vines.
Yuduki.
I'm going to attempt to entangle it in vines.
I know they're not little hearts, but are those the new? Are they the new dice you're using? They're just coloured differently to be purple.
Yeah, they've added a colour option, haven't they? So you can colour them.
Oh yeah. No, they had before. So yeah, so you could always use that link and buy those same new dice and just use this swirly one. And they're not hearts, but at least it's magical swirls around them.
How does he get bound or entangled with the?
Yes. With a success, he's entangled.
And it's tough to say enough.
Yeah. He's entangled. Toughness 8. He cannot move.
Okay, and now it's Catty Wait's turn.
There's his token.
Almost. How much does he get? He hasn't got a pounce. Oh, he has got a pounce. It doesn't add anything to the range, though, does it?
It doesn't add anything to range. It just gives him +2 damage when he wild attacks.
Yeah, and I just got that as an upgrade.
running up to him, but he's out of range. So
there, unless he runs. Oh, 9. Yeah, sorry. Oh, let's turn off snap to grid. I hate snap to grid. No, not let's not unlock. Let's turn off snap to grid. He was there, wasn't he? And then he moved 9 inches. It's to there. It's just out of range. Agreed. Okay, that means I can eat it now. Thaddeus, you're up, sir.
Well, I was going to Benny the 6 because I can Benny the 6. Oh, let's Benny the 6. Benny the 6. High on the 6. No, it's going to beat me. Thaddeus was going to grab the washing line and pull it and let it go, and all the pegs and socks fly up in the air and land around the creature. But apparently, it's not bothered.
I'm unbothered.
I'm bothered. But it's not distracted or vulnerable, is it?
It
Right,
isn't.
now that creature in my head is voiced by Catherine Tate.
It is vulnerable because it's been entangled.
Yes, I was going to try and get it. I was going to try and get it distracted. It's distracted and vulnerable then. But anyway, so I failed to make it. But it's still vulnerable. So I'll finish my turn by going, "Ha ha! You're vulnerable. Ha ha!"
Got a great turtle. Turtle. Really.
And put on a hex cackle.
Oh, haven't you made that as an effect yet?
Because I've been doing all this stuff.
I know, I'm teasing.
And it remained shaking.
That doesn't. How long does cackling last? Forever, doesn't it?
Forever. The only way you can get around it is to run away. You have to move beyond 10 inches of me.
Or stop you from laughing.
Yeah.
What doesn't say stop laughing, does it?
It says as long as you continue cackling, they remain.
So anything I do to anything, if something's done to you to stop you cackling, then obviously the effect.
Yeah, so you could cast silence, I suppose.
Yeah.
I think possibly hitting you in the stomach really hard might do it as well.
Oh, yeah. Shaking me.
Okay, so it can't move.
Which is quite easy because I'm quite witty.
That's unfortunate, isn't it? Tell you what, I'll be nice and I'll be nice and not kill your cat until next term.
Oh, you should have got to attack.
Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? It's a shame. It's not there anyway, so we can't do anything. What is he? What type of animal is he now then?
He's a large cat.
Yeah, species. Lion, tiger, just normal cat, just a bird.
Oh my!
Bobcats are large cats, and they're
I know.
Bobby cat, yeah. You go.
Yeah.
Sure, it's not a cougar.
Now, Cease is now a cougar. I'm talking tokens here. That's all.
That is a puma.
Okay, so you want to attack? Then do you?
Exactly. He's going to do a frenzy.
Come on then. I feel no compulsion not to eat it now. Note a distinct lack of attacking. Hit once, miss once.
Oh, it's terrible.
That's a distraction, isn't it?
You got to give him his bennies. He had 3.
Yeah, I know. He's got 3 bennies.
Not on his sheet, he hasn't. He's got them on the combat tracker. His character sheet shows him his none.
I could never get him to show up on the character sheet.
They don't-
They'll never show on the character sheet. They'll
Character-
only show on the
NPC
combat
sheets, NPC character sheets do not have space for bennies, therefore they never show.
All right. Well, I'm not seeing any on the combat tracker either.
Got 3.
On my thing, he's got none. He's got not even a.
Okay. Right.
Well,
I'm going to spend a benny.
wait.
Cease is spending a benny to re-roll the damage. Oh, okay, he's not. That's it. That's the last of his bennies. Right. Okay.
Okay, it fails to break free. I believe it's got tentacles. Annoying bug I've just noticed there. Very annoying bug I've just noticed there. I need to fix that. Alright, currently the Tuig is immune to everything, anything, and everything. So I've managed to type what it's immune to outside the square bracket. How annoying is that?
Yeah.
Tentacles 2. Okie dokie. So I get to go. It's 1 hit, I'm afraid. Upon cease. Shaking cease. Brings us to Gastus.
Okay, I will leap over Vorka's head.
Did he not actually make it? Because, but anyway, we've never been that. We've never.
Well, I probably would have been able to move a bit further, but I needed to zoom in.
Where did you start?
I started there, yeah.
That is
Oh,
your
no.
limit to 6.
Right, I'll have to run then.
No. Look, 1 inch. You're fine.
Okay. Then yeah, I shall leap over Vorka's head.
Actually, no. You do have to run, don't you? Because it needs to be range. If I'm. Yeah, no. 1 inch is fine. No, I'm being stupid. I forget how it works. Yeah, 1 inch is fine. You leap over Walker's head. Yep.
Yep, drawing my blades as I do so. And since he's vulnerable already, I don't think I'm going to bother doing anything fancy, but I need that. Okay, why would that not let me drop it on him?
I've got him targeted, so just roll the dice.
All right, okay. Have at you, foul beast! Get back beneath the ground where you belong. I think I'm going to Benny that second damage roll.
I assume you're taking the shaken on the first.
Yeah.
On that, Benny, the second one. The one's there. 1, 2,
Yeah,
3.
we'll go-
How nice.
We'll go for one more. Let's do better. Do better.
It's an 8.
Yes.
I think I have to annoy you now and do this, don't I?
You're going to soak it, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
He takes a wound. Brings us to Leia.
Anyway, oh, that's going for a wild attack and try out my new Uber Pounce. window over my other window. That's not very helpful.
So many windows. It's ridiculous.
Yes.
Oh, bollocks. The two of you had first strike. Right. If we're doing retroactive attacks, I'm just going to bite your cat.
Not good enough. That's better.
I like those.
Now, is it going to automatically add that +2, or will I need to do that?
No,
manually?
you'll have to add that yourself.
How are you hitting it from over there?
Oh, sorry. Did I not move first?
You
I
didn't move
apologise.
first, no.
I'm not over there. Oops, I am actually there. And that would have been an extra -1 for running, which I'll apply for the next one, but I have more than enough move to do it. So, yeah, sorry. Right. What the hell is that? That's pathetic. I can do so much better than that.
Especially if you hit it with a raise.
Yes, but
Yeah.
Because someone else is hit. Well, I don't know. It registered the hit and then a hit with a raise, so it's just done it on the right. It treated it as a hit.
So if I
'Cause I
just
was-
drop a Benny,
Because I was
and then
trying
roll
to tidy
damage
things.
again.
Yeah, I was just trying. Yeah, be my guest.
Okay.
I was
Yeah,
trying
you
to
can
tidy
press
stuff
the
up.
Press the D6.
There. And
Yeah,
if it's
that's right.
still up after that, then I can make it destructive or vulnerable. Where the hell's the combat tracker gone? The combat tracker vanished.
Okay.
Oh, it's there. Or not. I don't really need to.
Dead. We killed it.
That smells so...
Oh, watch while you're doing that.
Does anybody have a pomander?
It's the booze.
No.
It's got nothing to do with the alcohol and
Yeah, it
everything
makes
to
your
do with the
stomach weak.
stench of the sewers.
I can smell it too, and I'm not puking. It makes your stomach weak. You know that, right?
Oh,
Oh,
maybe
why
you're
did-
used to that
hang
kind of
on.
smell.
How did that get here?
It
With it?
broke.
I mean, what? Yeah, no,
it-
but we don't. I mean, where did all the cracks come from? Is that not just a bit convenient?
No, it caused the cracks
Unless
as
it
it tunneled
made them.
upwards. Yeah.
What, really? They can do that?
Yes, so-
They can dig through all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Right. Okay, that's a new one on me.
Let's move away from this
That
god awful
smells
stench.
really bad.
You all see Vorka kind of looking at the vomit, like he's seeing if there's anything worth taking out of it before he shrugs and
Ew.
walks away.
Yeah, I didn't
We
know
should-
what that was.
We need to get to the Citadel as quickly as possible. Hand over these letters. And let the Field Marshal know that these things are coming up through the ground.
Yeah, Greeblies are coming out of the sewers.
Yes. Oh.
Okay. Right.
There's a watermelon over here. Maybe some fresh watermelon will clear your palate.
Yeah.
It's all right. Gastus has got a like a lacy handkerchief that's very obviously perfumed that he's breathing through at the moment.
Perfumed or soaked in whiskey?
Oh, perfumed.
Well, some people consider whiskey a perfume.
Gastus doesn't.
You've not read Kate and Kylie, and have you?
The gnomes don't pay too much attention to that. Now, Desna's cool, but we don't pay a lot of that stuff. That's, human construct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, when you return to the Citadel, Volshinek, who cares? And you hand over the scandalous letters to Field Marshal Cressida Croft. She blushes as she reads them and quickly passes them to a clerk for safekeeping. stating they'll work perfectly should the need for some leverage come up. She thanks you again and awards you a further 500 gold pieces above and beyond the bribe money she gave you earlier.
That we didn't need.
You didn't need, because you got the 21 on your persuasion roll. However, unfortunately, because you didn't kill him.
Who says he's not going to end up dead?
It ain't
Especially,
over till it's over.
indeed. So,
Is this the person we need to tell about the gribbly thing crawling up from the sewer?
Yeah, we should probably let the field marshal know that.
Yeah,
yes,
on the way back, ick happened.
Yes,
Smelly ick.
monsters from the sewers,
Hmm.
breaking. They were quite groundbreaking.
From beneath us, it
You might
devours.
consider that something might be causing the creatures to react badly. I mean, look at your population. I mean,
would anyone like to make with a sort of druidic-y background, or if you've got science background, a science or survival or occult check?
Well, I've studied the occult mysteries.
Keeps rolling faith.
Druid.
Yeah, I said survival. Not faith.
I got a 4 in survival then.
Okie dokie.
Well, as it happens, a little bird told me.
You know, your character should be animated by John Kovalik.
I was going to give it to the druid, actually, because most of you, I don't think, have sort of knowledge of interesting creatures in the background, but so I'm going to ignore that really incredible roles from everyone else and let the druid shine. The gnome surmises that where was it? Well, obviously, you all know that Convosa uses those creatures as a method to keep the sewers under Old Convosa clean and flowing. But some downs now and then they escape from the pits into the sewer. However, Aki, you suppose that if the creature was hungry, they are known sometimes for curiosity, and given all the amount of noise up top, and also the sound, basically they are known to be drawn to extreme noise and chaos. So possibly the rotting in the streets attracted it.
I don't know. I suppose stuffing people into the sewers probably didn't help, because we did find a finger.
We did, yes.
Maybe they got a taste for it.
but that finger, I threw the finger away. I hope that was all right. I kept the ring. The ring was very. I had to work to get that.
I just thought, when with them cutting up people, some of the blood must have been in the sewers. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they got a taste for it.
Quite possibly.
It's so far. Yeah. So far it's been well, basically you've got at least a week's downtime before anything else happens. Not that you necessarily know that, but obviously I'm telling you you've got a chance to do some downtime perspective here if you wish to do some downtime as you sort of as everything's quiet and the rioting and everything seems to quieten down. There's still turmoil and upheaval now and again. Nothing that really involves you.
Right, so Sassafras is a student, so why doesn't she go off and spend a week studying growth spells?
I'm going to dance for my downtime, which is my religion thing, and I have to go to work now, so bye-bye.
Okay.
Are you earning money for that, or are you focusing to get conviction for that?
It's to do with religion, so whichever one's appropriate. I suppose that's more a conviction thing.
I shall award you a point of conviction. Vanish, so I can't. That's okay.
You can do it next time.
I'll do it now.
Or give me to somebody else if they need.
No. I think finishing on downtime was a sensible way to go today. See?
Yeah, Kev can do it. It's just easier when you're not logged out.
Yeah, I've already done it. You have a conviction. What's everyone else doing for their downtime? This will be the end of
Sassafras,
today.
Sassafras is going to retreat to her room, and because one of the really nice professors who kind of liked her and felt bad about how things happened let her take some books, so she's going to spend her time studying those and getting to know Majenko better.
So,
I was thinking, once this egg hatches, Rudy and Majenko should be great friends.
research. That could be research. You spend your downtime developing or learning new powers. You don't permanently get the power, but allows you to use any spell or miracle from your available powers list.
Yeah, I mean, because there's got to be something in the library about growing kind of things. Because I'm just thinking, shenanigans and stuff.
Yes, you could pick up the growth power, which you get a one-off cast at -2 on.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'll get it, but not just because for flying him, but given
It's a
his
single.
size.
It's a single encounter you get it for, and then you sort of lose it again. But yeah, if you want to spend your time researching, so basically just make a note that you gain a power that you cast at -2 for one encounter.
But you have to decide what that is when you're doing the downtime.
Yeah, so you need to decide now what your power is going to be.
Yeah, well, I'll take the growth spell for one time for Majenko. You never
Okay.
know when he's going to need that. He's off a little bitty thing. He could get hurt bad in a combat. Those things die really easy. And then she bites her tongue.
That just leaves us Aki, Thaddeus, Gastus, and Walker.
I don't know even what out downtime is. What is it?
I just shared the link.
I know what it is. Is there some special rule for it, or does something happen?
I just shared it. I just shared the window.
Okay, you did share it. Yes. Okay, it pops up while I was looking for. There's no new powers list in the powers in this.
Have you looked under the Druid edge? The Druid.
Well, I was looking under powers, but yeah.
No, you're a Druid, so maybe you need to look under your Druid class edge.
Okay.
Indeed. Okay, Thaddeus, Gastus,
I'm going to
Walker.
center with my cat, basically. Me and my cat are going to chill. And
You're going to center, which is a point of conviction. No problem at all. Thaddeus. Talking to his duck. Gastus.
Much as I would like to center and sort my house out and what have you, that bastard had that drake locked up against its will, and I know that drakes are intelligent creatures and they shouldn't be caged. So I'm going to go and teach him a lesson.
Well, that'll have to be next week then.
Don't
say that. Don't say that, because I've got to join in.
I was just going to do that as a dangerous, call it earning, because I'll nick some stuff while I'm doing it, and do it as a dangerous earning, because then I can end up taking a wound from it.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, obviously you go back. Okay, I'll tell you what. This might. So okay, you had some currency. I see what you're saying. Okay, you're going to treat it as dangerous. It also takes.
And I am going to sneak in at night and slit his throat and possibly have to fight my way out.
Oh no, yeah, most certainly you won't be able to slit his throat. He's too well guarded at night, but you can sneak in and cause some mischief. That's what I tell you. Yeah.
In the again in the Pathfinder for Savage Worlds bit about druids, it says advancement, new powers, healing, but there's no new powers edge. No mention of new powers in the druid class.
Edge. Oh, you talk about the edge. Sorry, I thought you were talking about a power list.
Yeah.
Yes,
it's an edge. That's what I'm doing wrong. It's an edge. I'm looking for powers, and it's an edge. Yeah, you ignore me.
Yeah, you take the new powers edge, and you take the new powers edge, and then you can get 2 new powers.
New powers.
That's exactly what I was talking about, and like being a moron, I didn't.
Hence my confusion.
No, exactly. I did it deliberately just to confuse myself.
So I'm going to say you could use thievery, but not fighting.
Okay. I think I'll Benny that.
Last Benny. Okay, that gets you 200 gold pieces.
I'll go nick some of his shit.
You do. You go
100.
double with the raise.
Oh, did he get the raise? Sorry,
got the raise.
I'm looking at spell list. Sorry.
No, that's absolutely fine. Don't worry. I completely. The only reason I'm not killing because obviously if you want to go back there and all that, I'm not going to stop you. But what you unfortunately basically you can't. You have to sort of all you can do is sort of get only on the main deck, and so you manage to pilfer, some of the stock and some of the stock and stuff which you sell you sell off for stuff. However, one of the things you do discover is, and I better check that my facts well, actually no, it doesn't matter if I'm wrong, does it? Because it's just more fun. It does appear that he does have a shiver lab on the lower deck of the boat, which you couldn't get below deck because the place is incredibly well guarded at night.
Well, in which case I do want to go back there. I will be asking my friends if they will go back with me to shut down his shiver lab.
Yeah, I kind of knew you had a shiver lab because when I mentioned,
Dream
the fact that
spiders,
the
of
price
course.
should have been up. He was awfully pleased.
He was very pleased. Yes. Also, shivers made from dream spiders are used in making shiver, aren't they?
They are, yes.
Yeah, he had dream spiders all over the place. That just leaves Walker, who's obviously looking up at spell list probably for an advance as well. But
yeah, I'm doing some more research.
Okay.
I was checking to make sure that I could do more research.
Yes, understood.
But yeah, I'm going to do some research and pick up a spell.
No problem.
Yeah,
I haven't decided which one.
The research for spells isn't like training, where if you do a new training, you get rid of the old one if you've not used it.
It's
research
a spell
for spells seems to just kind of hang around until you've used it.
It does, doesn't it? Which implies you can probably research more than once and have multiple backup one-shot spells.
And what I was able to do, Doswalk, I was able to add the growth shrink spell to Majenko's sheet, and I noted on it was 1 use.
Okay. Yeah, technically it's yours, but if you want to pop it on Majenko, that's not a problem.
Yeah, well, that's what because that's what I'd used it for, but
yeah,
it's
no
just
problem.
1 use. And he does have powers, so he's got the.
Yeah, he can't cast any powers except he's innate, so he can't actually cast growth thingy. But that's it. Don't forget when you're controlling him. Don't forget his powers are innate, so there's no power point costs. They just work.
Yeah. Well, and the same with the 1 use. It won't cost him anything.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's as good a place to leave it then, with you all spending a week in the downtime. However, I do want to leave you with a user. Although, as you say, you're obviously planning to go back to the Shiver Lab. Secret. I'm going to get there in the end. Yeah. Sorry. Secret sparkling. At the end of the week, a startling new rumor starts to filter through the streets. The whispers seem to indicate that Iliosa was in some way responsible for Eodred II's death. And
who was responsible?
At some point, there were whispers that the Queen was responsible for the King's death. That's some undercurrent that apparently has been going on all week. However, now those rumors are dying down because everyone makes those sorts of rumors. Yeah, when the King dies and there's a young Queen. Yeah, but now the rumors are coming out that a local artist was responsible for his demise.
An artist was responsible.
A local artist was responsible for the demise of the king. Interestingly enough, as these rumours seem to gain more traction, and as we lead it today, you receive an urgent summons from Christina Croft regarding this new information. But of course, if you want to go somewhere else first, I'm not going to stop you. But we shall leave it there today. Hope you enjoyed it. Next time, I'll actually make sure I get a chance to actually read the adventure before I start it. But yeah, well, you've got your second of the 3 advances you get in this adventure, so you're doing well.
Excellent.
We need to get 7 advances in this adventure, clearly.
It's 16 total, don't forget.
More
16
advances. Just add more in. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, the Queen's probably up to no good anyway, because remember the Golden Rule, trust nobody.
But who's nobody?
Everybody.
I've not met them.
Everybody, nobody. And your family. Don't trust anybody.
But we shall leave it there. Have fun, one and all. I shall see you all next time.
Good night.
Good night indeedly.